Today we have a look at a new skyscraper, a hike for hope, and much more.
We have today's weather forecast with Madison and a look at sports with Sawyer.
Today is Tuesday, April 19th, 2022. It is Garlic Day.
We are live from Shroyer's broadcast studio H12 on the campus of Bradley Central High School, and you are watching Vox News Today.
Welcome back. I am Alex Wingard.
You're six-time state champions, and I am Amber Filyaw.
Football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo and his partner, Georgina Rodriguez, announced on social media Monday their baby son has died. The Manchester United and Portugal star had announced in October he and Rodriguez were expecting twins. In December, they announced they were expecting a boy and a girl. Ronaldo and Rodriguez expressed their pain and loss on Monday on social media.
Pope Francis celebrated Easter Sunday Mass at St. Peter's. That was the first time that Francis gave Mass there with a large crowd since the pandemic began. For Catholics, it's a joyous day commemorating the resurrection of Jesus after his crucifixion, the victory of life over death. The Pope condemned the cruelty of the war in Ukraine at the Easter Vigil Mass he attended on Saturday.
Russian forces are sparing no city in Ukraine as attacks shocked the entire country yesterday. In Lviv, 5 missile strikes were carried out, sending citizens into panic. One missile hit a tire repair facility. 40 cars were destroyed there. Air raid sirens were heard wailing across the city and the region. Blasts shattered windows and threatened evacuees' housing. At least 7 people were killed and 11 injured, including 1 child. It is clear that Putin has no intention of backing down.
The Polish government recorded an 8-hour waiting period on Sunday at the Poland-Belarus border for trucks leaving the EU following sanctions deadline on the weekend. The EU has imposed a full ban on Russian Belarusian freight road operators working in the EU. This was a part of the 5th round of sanctions against Russia over the invasion of Ukraine. The ban came into effect on April 16th and included exceptions for agriculture and food products, humanitarian aid, as well as energy. Drone footage from Saturday showed freight trucks backed up for miles on the road from Poland into Belarus hours before the sanctions went into effect.
In Afghanistan, at least 4 children have been killed in multiple explosions at schools in western Kabul. Police say this happened in a predominantly Hazara Shia neighborhood local. Local authorities confirm more than 2,000 people have been taken to hospitals for medical treatment.
Before your morning commute or next vacation, you'll need to find out whether you can leave your mask at home. Officials are no longer enforcing the federal transportation mask mandate, but your local government or transit organization might have its own rules. A federal judge in Florida has struck down the Biden administration's public transportation mask mandate. While the ruling is reviewed, the TSA and a growing list of U.S. airlines and other transit organizations say they won't enforce it. Local governments and travel organizations can still enforce their own regulations. These transit systems are some of the first to say they will continue requiring masks. These say they will not. Regardless, the CDC still recommends choosing to wear a mask on public transportation.
A photographer in California recently captured an unusual sighting of brown pelicans in La Jolla. Tony Gill came across something at the children's pool he'd never seen before, a pod of brown pelicans. Tony's pictures got a lot of attention, so much so that the La Jolla Light featured them in an article. Many thought maybe these pelicans had just found some food down there. Typically, the brown pelicans usually hang out a little further north on the cliffs next to the cove.
A California woman has pled guilty to charges related to her faked kidnapping. Sherry Papini claimed that Hispanic women kidnapped her at gunpoint. She then collected money from the state as a victim. It's been 5.5 years since Papini sparked a search, first for her and then for the supposed kidnappers she claimed let her go on Thanksgiving Day. A judge accepted her guilty plea in federal court today via Zoom, as she admitted the whole thing was a hoax. She had actually been staying with an ex-boyfriend for a few weeks.
Something shocking is coming to New York City, an all-electric building. JP Morgan Chase announced its new global headquarters located on Park Avenue will be fully powered by renewable energy. Officials say the tower will have net zero operational emissions, partly by using power that comes from a state hydroelectric plant. Other green features include triple glazed windows and systems that store and reuse water, which should reduce consumption by around 40%. There will also be air filtration systems, indoor greenery, and touchless technology. The nearly 60-story skyscraper is scheduled to be completed by 2025.
Rescue crews arrived at the house just before 10 p.m. after reports of 4 people trapped in the home, including 1 juvenile. The juvenile sustained minor injuries and another person was able to leave the house on their own. Rescue crews were still searching for 2 adults who were trapped in the house, but soon learned that one of them had died. The other adult was rescued and sustained life-threatening injuries. Authorities say first responders received multiple phone calls from people inside the house and from neighbors after the tree fell.
And now let's check on our weather. Madison, what can you tell us?
Easter weekend was pretty rainy, but I'll have more on what this week will look like right after this break.
Wow, college already.
Yeah. We gotta go.
I love you.
I love you too, Daddy. And thanks for everything.
Gratitude. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
That sounds awful. Seriously, awful.
But a lot better than last week.
We weren't born
I'm Madison Johnston with your weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at our weather at glance for today. Right now in Cleveland, it is 39 degrees with a high listed today of 62 and a low of 35. The precipitation for today has been listed at 4% with a 6-mile-per-hour wind. Humidity is at 76% with a dew point of 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The visibility is 10 miles and the UV index is 0 out of 10. Now let's look at our local radar. The scattered storms from the weekend have pushed off to the east coast and there is nothing in our area. Now let's look at our national radar. Like I said, those storms have been pushing off into the Atlantic Ocean with some ice storms up towards Canada. And now let's look at our 7-day weather. Wednesday will be mostly cloudy with a high of 71 and a low of 55. Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 77 and a low of 50. Friday we will have sunny skies with a high of 82 and a low of 55. Saturday will be mostly sunny skies with a high of 82 and a low of 59. Sunday we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 83 and a low of 61. Monday will be mostly sunny with a high of 83 again and a low of 60. And Tuesday we will have scattered showers moving in with a high of 73 and a low of 48. That's all I have for weather, and now here's Sawyer with your sports.
Today we have a look at some sports scores and other sports stories right after this break.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the facts.
Misrepresent the facts? Are you kidding?
Your proposal's ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
Oh, that's the power of one.
Civility. Pass it on.
One grain of sand can turn the tide.
Today we're going to be on our baseball.
I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike one. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike two. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike three. Wow! I'm the greatest pitcher in the world! Yes!
Optimism. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back. I'm Sari Hughes with your sports. This year's Boston Marathon marks a special anniversary for one of the runners. Val Verdesky has returned to participate 50 years after she was one of the first 8 women to run. Back then, she was living in Minnesota. She traveled in Boston to run the marathon after finishing St. Cloud State University with a degree in physical education. Verdesky says seeing more women run is symbolic. Joel Emblin took his lumps and powered his way to 31 points and 11 rebounds. Tyrese Maxey showed he was no one-game proposition wonder, and the Philadelphia 76ers beat the Toronto Raptors 112 to 97 to a 2-0 lead in the first round series. Maxey had 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. Tobias Harris had 20 points and 10 rebounds. James Harden scored 15. Evans scored 9 more points to the third, and Maxey had 7 for a 95 to 73 lead at the end of the third. And Glenn had 28 points and 11 rebounds before he picked up his first 4 midway through the fourth. Giannis Antetokounmpo has 27 points and 16 rebounds, and the third-seeded Bucks recovered after blowing a 16-point lead to beat the 6th-seeded Chicago Bulls 93-86 in Game 1 of their Eastern Conference first round playoff series Sunday. The Bulls got the margin down to 1, but could never regain the lead as Zach LaVine missed a potential trying three-pointer from nearly 33 away and 29 seconds left. The Bulls didn't take their first lead until late in the third quarter. They took their last lead at 78 to 77 on Pavlidis's inside basket with 5 minutes and 56 seconds left before the Bucks scored 8 straight points. Tiger Woods used to turn weekends at Augusta National into a groping theater, relentlessly charging up the leaderboard, one fearless drive, one featherly one Navi out as time. The magic the 5-time Masters champion summoned so easily for so long was nowhere to be found during another labored 4+ hour journey underneath the Georgia pines on Saturday. His 6 over 78 marked his worst in 93 career rounds at the tournament. He was come in to find and left at 7 over. That's all I have for sports. And stay with more news with Alex and Amber after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
We broke Old Man Hennessy's window.
Correction, dude. You broke. I just threw the ball.
This is really bad. What are we gonna do? Dude, kiss your life goodbye.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
Keep smiling, keep shining. No,
Hi. Tell him it was an accident, and we can fix the window. I'll come with you.
that's what friends are for.
Welcome back.
An Alabama judge has dismissed a capital murder charge against a man decreed that he acted under the state's Stand Your Ground law, which allows people to use deadly force in self-defense. Jefferson County Circuit Judge Alaric May proceeded an order Saturday tossing the charge against 23-year-old Samuel Bernard Smith of Birmingham. Police said 32-year-old Kirby Kermit Davis was shot to death December 20, 2018 at an apartment complex where Smith was living.
A Georgia teenager has been charged with malice murder and felony murder. His 10-year-old sister was found dead after a fire in their family's home early Sunday in Loganville, east of Atlanta. Investigators depend on the fire might have been set intentionally. They did not immediately release the girl's name, but said she was trapped in the room without window access. Her 15-year-old brother was taken into custody Sunday afternoon. Police did not once release the teen's name, but said he is charged with malice murder and felony murder.
For most Americans, Monday, April 18th is the deadline to file federal income taxes. It's 3 days later than the usual April 15th deadline for filing taxes. Easter Monday is not a federal holiday, so it's important to have your return postmarked before midnight. The IRS is urging Americans to file their returns electronically because it is currently taking up to 6 months to process a paper return.
Multiple storms are threatening to hinder travel this Easter weekend. At this hour, just under 10 million are at risk for severe storms over parts of the plains and the Mississippi, and over 7 million are under either red flag warnings or fire weather watches. The danger extending from New Mexico into Texas and Colorado over the next few days. This, as many places across America are already dealing with strikes from severe storms and raging wildfires. That's all.
A Tennessee lottery player is holding a winning Mega Millions jackpot ticket worth $20 million. The lucky winner's ticket matched all 6 numbers drawn Friday night to win the jackpot. The Tennessee Education Lottery will provide additional updates as information is available. A $61 million Mega Millions prize was won on January 3, 2014 by a Bellevue mother and son. All told, before this jackpot win, Tennessee lottery players had won a total of more than $17.5 billion in prizes from all games since the lottery's inception in 2004.
Police say a Northwest Georgia man killed his grandmother by stuffing her in a freezer while she was still alive. Floyd County Police discovered the body of 82-year-old Doris Cumming late Thursday in the Armachee home she shared with her grandson, 28-year-old Robert Keith Tincher III. Tincher is charged with murder, aggravated battery, and concealing the death of another. He remains jailed in Rome. Police say they believe Cumming was injured in a fall in December. Instead of seeking help, investigators say Tincher dragged her through the home.
It's called a hike for hope. A Virginia man is hiking more than 2,000 miles on the Appalachian Trail to raise money and awareness for suicide prevention. He's always wanted to make the trek, but this trip is extra special to him because of one family. Caleb Hearn explains Tim Uncapture has hiked nearly 500 miles so far on the Appalachian Trail, raising awareness for the Elizabeth Matera Foundation. It's a new foundation that seeks to prevent suicide through training and workshops. Uncapper was wrapped in the tragedy of suicide through his friend Matthew Matera. The two met in the Navy. Matera's 15-year-old daughter Elizabeth was the 6th person in his family to die by suicide. Uncapper had always wanted to hike the Appalachian Trail when he retired, but now it's taking a new meaning. The AT is often a go-to trip for many to step back, and Uncapper says the struggle of the trail can put things in perspective. With each of those steps, he's spreading the message of the Matera story and raising money for the foundation.
Today in entertainment news, we've got a look at this summer's new Marvel movie, plus a story you may not want your cats to see. He's hung up his hammer. The first teaser trailer is out for Thor: Love and Thunder, with a look at New Asgard and Thor's iconic Mjolnir, wielded by the new Thor, his one-time girlfriend Jane Foster. Thor: Love and Thunder opens in theaters July 8th. Prepare for the Exploding Kittens expanded universe. Netflix is turning the popular card game into a mobile game and an animated series. In the mobile game due out in May, like the card game, players try not to draw a fatal exploding kitten card. The series, set to launch next year, will follow the epic struggle between good and evil, and with God and the devil as house cats, of course.
A suspicious person was reported at the 404 Homes apartment on Tunnel Boulevard. Someone was reported to be inside an apartment that was vacant. Police spoke with a man who was in the vacant apartment. He told police he had permission to be in the unit. After speaking with the maintenance worker and property manager, it was clear to police that the man was not allowed to be in the unit. The man was removed from the property and trespassed. He was told that if he returned to the property, he would be taken to jail for trespassing.
Hamilton County has conveyed property at 5070 Ottawa-Ringgold Road to Collegedale after the city notified the county that it wished to renovate the property that is within the Wolf Dever Creek Greenway for public use. It is the former location of Hamilton County Medic No. 5 EMS station. At commission meeting Monday evening, the Collegedale Commission authorized acceptance of the property. Each year, Collegedale leases land across the road from Swinyard Drive for the city's July 4th Freedom Celebration. This year, it will be leased for the amount of $1, which will ensure the city's insurance policy will cover the program.
Grab your skates because New York City is rolling back to the 1970s with its latest attraction, a roller skating rink. This is Flipper's Roller Boogie Palace in Rockefeller Center. During the holidays, this iconic plaza is home to the famous Christmas tree and ice skating rink. Now it's been transformed into a summer hotspot. The rink officially opened Friday, attracting dozens of skaters. The roller skating rink will be open April through October 7th, days a week. Adult tickets start at $20.
It's a staple in recipes for many cultures and is one of the most popular flavors in the world. Garlic. April 19th is National Garlic Day. This day is meant to celebrate the incredible taste of garlic and also to create awareness of garlic as a natural medicine. Garlic is often touted as being a herbal melody for colds and to help reduce blood pressure and cholesterol. Some even believe the stinking rose can ward off evil spirits and vampires. So consider making a meal with garlic or having some garlic bread for dinner. Or for any serious garlic lovers, check out Gilroy, California, the garlic capital of the world. The town has a festival, gifts, and crafts centered all around the theme of garlic. They even serve garlic ice cream.
We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube through our channel BCHS VOX News.
You will also find more online at our website, voxnews.net.
Remind your friends to like, subscribe, share, and tune in.
You just can't get enough Vox.
That is all we have for you today for Studio H12 at Bradley Central.
Where we continue to grow as state champions, and as always,
God bless and go Bears.